Hey guys, my name is badoomtch, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to render 1080p videos in Camtasia. So I used Camtasia for a very long time and I figured out the best render settings that work on most computers, whereas I would recommend MP4 most of the time. Probably around 90% of the time I'd recommend MP4, especially for YouTube. But in Camtasia's case, it can really have some problems and it can be really bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose MOV, in which case you're going to need QuickTime. QuickTime's free. If you have iTunes on your PC, you're going to have QuickTime. So yeah, we're going to open this, and the first thing you want to do is either import media or open your folder and drag it in. You used to be able to just drag it here in QuickTime set in Camtasia Studio 7, but since 8 you kind of have to drag it into the video folder and then drag it in. First thing you want to do is make sure up here it says 1920 by 1080. You can actually just click the 1080 button. There we go. In this case it's 1920 by 1018, just because I didn't record it full screen, in which case you can just drag it. Oh, that didn't even change it. Well, in your case, if you actually record a 1080p video, it should fit. In my case, I'm going to have letterboxing, but I'm not going to be teaching how to edit. I'm just going to be teaching you how to render. So products, produce and share, you'll get a bunch of preset things, but I've already made one. I've called it T1 because it was my test one. But what I'm actually going to do is click cancel. Oh no. Okay, add edit preset. You'll want to click new, but I'm going to click edit just to show you what I've already got. So click on MOV and call it whatever you like and give it whatever description you want. Click next, then go to QuickTime options. And you want to go to settings and change your frame rate to around 29.97 or 30, doesn't really matter too much. And keyframes, I do every frame, especially with gaming videos. Basically, keyframes are how often you want the frame to change if it doesn't really change much. So if you've got a fast-paced action shooter, you're probably going to want every frame, or every like 10 frames, or every 7 frames, but all is the best way you can go. So what I do for quality is you can just use faster encode single pass, but obviously I choose the best quality I possibly can, and I would go to the best and use best quality multipass, which means it just does things, you know, maybe like twice, 3 times over, just to make sure they're great. So data rate, you can either restrict it, so if you only want it to be like, I don't know, like 8,000 kilobits a second, then you can restrict it to that, but I just choose automatic, and you're going to want to click best just in case you did change that, because it does change that by here. So you can optimize if it download, or there's a few more options you click restrict to, but I'd recommend H.264, which should be included with your PC, and if not, you can download that free too. All the links will be in the description. Then click OK. Then you can either choose a filter. I don't really choose this. This is where you can just sharpen and stuff. Camtasia is not very good for it. And size, you can click 1080 if it's not already there. And there's a few other options as well. Prepare for internet streaming. There's no harm in it. You can choose fast start. It won't really make too much of a difference because YouTube will just change it to MP4 anyway. And then you click next. Make sure you put 1080p here. And then click next again. And you can add some watermarks and HTML if you're going to embed it in a web page. In this case, I'm teaching you how to do it for YouTube. So you just click finish and then close. Then your preset will be this. So you're just going to click down on the list and click T1 or whatever you named yours. Click next and choose where you'd want it to go. This is just my Premiere folder, but I'm just going to put it to the desktop in this case. And I'm going to call it Cam1 and click finish. It doesn't actually take too long, especially with MOV files. It does do them twice over, kind of like renders the video and then does a step 2. I'm not actually sure what the step 2 is, but it really doesn't take too long. Granted, this is only a 15-second piece of footage, but it will be done rather quickly compared to other things like AVI and WMV. So when your render's finished, you'll be prompted with the information screen at the end. You can click finish. In most cases, it will actually automatically start playing, but I unticked that box. So I'm going to click finish and then open it. And I just want to show you how much better of a quality is. I wish I had the original footage from the first Movie Maker tutorial that I put up. This is so much better. It's not blurry at all. It's actually really high quality. And it's actually really great. Obviously, YouTube's going to compress the hell out of this, but it's going to be better quality just in general. You can actually see like the detail in the pixel art and the HUD, but even in the Movie Maker one, it was okay quality. Like, in the middle and stuff like that. When it got to like the little details, it was just so bad. So Camtasia is a huge step up from Movie Maker, and if you are still using Movie Maker, I would recommend Camtasia. It's super easy to edit with. But in the next tutorial, I'm going to be choosing Vegas Pro to render my movies, and then Premiere, which is the big one. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.